that button is working. Hello, 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 hello. This is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints on the Friday evening live stream. One more time again, I got a warning. Please check your video resolution. The current resolution is 1728 times 1080, which is not optimal. Well, that is weird because I have set it on the most ideal thing. Apparently, it's not great enough. My CPU is at 65%. Oh my gosh. So, I'm going to move the chat over to that other side. Can I move it to there? No. No, I don't want to have it there. Come on. Yeah. Why is it not working? Can I do it like that? No. Okay, so we it's not really going well. 3D RCNC, welcome. You're waiting? Yeah. Normally 9:30 I will do the live streams, but now currently I skipped it. I put it on 10 o'clock. I had also to do some other things as well. Why do I need to touch the docs? Chat. Oh, no, it's back again. Yeah. Yeah, so this is my CPU is, blowing a lot of air. It's because it's my MacBook Pro. It's not the fancy desktop computer that I had. It's currently in process. It's being repaired or investigated. What is wrong with the fancy computer? I do need to say that I got Wednesday a phone call from this company. They said to me, hey, listen, Zachary, your computer, nothing is wrong with it. And I said, I'm going to give you my PIN from the computer so that you can get into the computer and watch the logs, because I'm not bringing a fancy high-end desktop PC to the middle of the Netherlands for no reason at all. There is a reason. I have some issues and I want to have them solved. Hey, DCS Martin, how are you doing? Yo, another live stream. Yes. Non-fam, hey, welcome to the live stream, man. So I'm very used to have 3 screens, there, and there, running my CPU. Normally, I don't know if the other people, hey, DDD cell, 3 cell, I don't know. Welcome to the live stream. For the people who were in my live streams on YouTube or maybe on Twitch, how many times did I say that my CPU was at 30-40%? How many? Yeah. I have said that many times, and the stream sometimes, had some issues. My fancy high-end PC, just 4 or 5%. 1 gigabit Ethernet port. So the fast speed that I have from my internet provider, Ziggo, it's working very well. 610, 620 megabit per second internet speed. So that is always pretty nice. Now currently I have connected with an Ethernet cable. I always like to use that type of connection. However, I do see a Wi-Fi sign. I don't know. I don't know how Mac is handling that, but it always prefers to the wireless. But I don't mind, because if I have shot some videos on my iPhone, if I use AirDrop, I need to have Wi-Fi set on, or else it doesn't work. AirDrop. DDD cell, how much RAM? Well, the point is, I have a MacBook Pro out from 2019. It was at that moment was 1,500 euros. It was quite expensive. 120 gigabytes of SSD RAM or SSD hard disk drive, and only 8 gigabytes of RAM. There is also a 1600 megabits video RAM in it. I can see the specs of this computer. About this Mac. So this is a 13-inch 2019 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports MacBook Pro, processor 1.4 gigahertz quad core. The other one that I have, or which is not here but in repair, it's a octa-core, so 8 cores instead of 4. So and this is a Intel Core i5 processor, 8 gigabytes, 2133 megahertz, LP DDR3, and there is a Intel Iris Plus graphics 645 1536 MB megabit video graphics card. I always want to say video card, because here it says video card, but yeah. But I lost my chat. Oh, my chat is here. Tools. I want to put in Elgato remote control for OBS Studio. What? NTE output. I want view. Yeah, but I think that there is. Okay. I suppose RAM doesn't matter for streaming, more for editing. Yeah, I agree. For that matters, what I know about it. I had a 32 megabyte or 32 gigabyte of RAM in my new computer for video editing, but DaVinci Resolve was and is a very heavy program. How is the stream going? Is it nice? Does it look sharp? Is the audio correct? Don't I look too weird? Maybe I'm looking weird, but I don't know. $3D cell. Okay, 3D cell. DDDD cell. DDD. 3D cell. Yeah. Okay, sounds great. Name 3D cell. So you have also a large room, larger, bigger than what I have, with all 3D printers in there. I like a room with 3D printers. I mean, just in this one shot, how many printers can you count? One, two, three. Do I see there? One, two, four, five, six. No. 6, 7, 8, 9 printers already, only in this shot. Yeah, I do need to say, I have something in mind, because the thing is, my room is too small. I have, and I think some other people know me. I have several other printers here as well. I will get, or I bought one printer from QD 3D. It's the I Plus. It's a fully enclosed 3D printer, something similar like the I don't want to say the CR2B. That is also an enclosed printer, but I cannot print carbon fiber with that, or I cannot print nylon with it. I cannot print carbon nylon with carbon fiber. I cannot print PC on there, or PP. You know, it's pretty hard to do that, because that one is only going to 240. Maybe if I'm very lucky, 245 degrees Celsius. That's the total max. I know from the Prusa Mini, it can print PC. Temperature up to 270, 280 degrees. So the Prusa Mini is capable of printing nylon. But it's not an enclosed 3D printer, and I don't want to buy a Creality enclosure to, print nylon with it. I mean, I think Joel, I think Joseph Prusa will get very mad and is going to come to me and going to give me a little, how you call that? A little tap on the head? Yeah, tap on the head. Let's call it like that. It's blasphemous. I mean, come on. Okay, I have an Ender 3 Pro with a power supply unit, and there is a sticker from Prusa on it. Some people gave me some comments about it when I was, making a video, putting the power supply unit underneath the Y-axis. And people are saying, is that Joseph Prusa on that sticker? Yeah, there is a Joseph Prusa on the power supply unit. But then putting it something like that in a Creality enclosure, I know for a fact that yesterday they announced a enclosure. Let's talk about that. Yeah, there must be a reason to live stream, right? Not only hanging out, but also talking about certain things. And one of those things is the original Prusa enclosure. Can I switch over to that screen without going nuts? Mike is doing. You have the display, so it is all looking nice. And I lost my chat again. So, oh my gosh, why did I want to take the chat on the other side? I think because of the live stream is going on, I cannot change the. There's the chat again. My computer just crashed for some reason. Trying to restart on my phone now. Okay, 3D SCNC, I will see you later a little bit. It's not. Brand doesn't matter. The important is the final result. Non-fam, I totally agree on you. It's it's non-discussable. However, if I'm going to make a video and I say, "Hey guys, I printed this nylon in my on my Prusa Mini, and this is how I did it," and then showing a reality enclosure. And Prusa just announced their way expensive enclosure. Come on, guys. I mean, let's be serious. Let's be really serious. The cheapest one, the cheapest of them all, is 350 US dollars or 370 euros. US dollars. Euros. And then you have the bare minimum. What are you going to get? Well, glad you ask. I'm going to look it up for you. New tab. So, this thing is fully customizable. So, for the cheapest one, no advanced filtration system. Do you need it? No, not really. Fire suppression system. EU only. No, it's not in there. Mechanical lock. Why? Okay, so not needed. Power supply cable quick release. It's not on there as well. And a white LED strip. It's also not included. Why? You need to pay 369 euros for something like this. So, what's the opposite? Okay. Filtration system, fire suppression. Because I'm living in the EU, I can have that. Mechanical lock, 25 euros. Where are you talking about? Do we also do a power supply cable quick release? And why not? We want to have some lights on our print, right? Let's add that as well. So for 731 euros or 732 euros, you will have a fully enclosed with an advanced filtration system, a fire suppression system, a mechanical lock, as if a normal hardware store doesn't have that, a power supply, cable quick release, and a white LED strip of 40 euros. Why? I think for this price, you have a Mark III's kit. Am I saying that right? Come on. Yeah, that was also. Just looking this up. Control Del, restart, stuck on loading, everyone. No, what? Huh? Restart, stuck on loading. You know, if you have, doesn't matter which kind of computer you have, if you have a laptop, just hold the power on button in for a certain amount of time, and then it automatically shuts down, and then press it one more time again, and it restarts. So if I'm going to buy a Prusa MK3S kit, 769 euros. I mean, you have the basic machine to print parts to make an enclosure out of aluminum extrusions let's say like the 2020, or maybe if you want to go really fancy, go for the 3030. You have a very rigid system, I guess. Uh, put some panels, put some foam in between this styrofoam, so that it also will stay on the inside the heat. Make a little fan, a 12-volt fan or a 120 millimeter fan. Put it somewhere, and you got something decent. But why is it that expensive? Well, I can tell you why. Besides, you are also paying for the name, I guess. Um, high quality components. So the frame, along with the top and the bottom panels, so the top and the bottom panels are made out of metal. The side panels are made of PETG plastic. So get this straight. The top is made out of sheet metal. The bottom side is made out of sheet metal. But the stands, the thing that holds the whole part together, is made out of PETG. The solid, robust design allows several enclosures to be stacked on top of each other, secured using screws. The frame features mounting elements for the installation of various add-ons and tidy cable management. Print advanced materials. So here on this side, print advanced materials, it says this is perfect for printing demanding high temperature materials, which are otherwise prone to warping, as PC, CF, nylon, PP, and more. So for less than the full kit, yeah, I have a enclosed 3D printer which is capable to up to 300 degrees Celsius printing these materials. There is a flexible sheet on there, or a sheet where I can use both sides, one for the normal regular filaments like PLA, PETG, ABS, and if I want to print nylon or nylon carbon fiber, PP or PC, I will switch it over, change the extruder, and I can print these materials, all for the same price of 680 euros. I mean, the machine is going to be big. I mean, like, not. It's going to be 45 centimeters, something like this. 42 and something like that. So it's a very nice printer. I'm going to show you the printer. If you didn't follow me on Twitter, you are going to see, I think, something amazing. I think this printer is nice. I was in contact with QD, and I asked them, I see this is also where I'm going to talk about it a little bit later. I see the XCF Pro. It is an amazing machine. It's something that they are, advertising quite a lot with on Twitter. And I was like, I want to help out. I can really use something like this to print my nylon with carbon fiber. I have also a spool with normal nylon. I have some projects in my head that I really want to start with. I have some other projects where I need a belt printer. I do have parts. I do have some schematics where I can, print the parts for the Tic Tac AUT or AUG belt printer from CTC. I can make a belt printer out of these materials, and then posting some pictures on Facebook like they have asked. So I will do that. I will post on social media. I will do my thing, and then I have a belt printer. But back to the nylon carbon fiber filaments. I asked QD, is it possible to send me this printer? I will send it back after I've done my projects, make a lot of videos with it, and then we'll send it back or whatever they want to have me done with that. So they said, yeah, you have to send an email to D&D, and I have done that till a week later, no response. I also asked, if there is any other printer capable of doing this, I can take that one as well. Make some free advertise or make some advertisements for it. Helping this kind of brand out, because there is another printer where I'm going to talk about a little bit later, which is very popular nowadays. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. Yeah, belt printer. Where it came from and how some settings are to be editable, to be, yeah, to get something like that. I was not in the same group, I guess. So after I think 3 days, I was like, let's check the site out and see if they have something that suits more my needs. And I found the... Oh, wait. I was talking about... Did I show this? Hey, 3DRCZ. Weirdest computer crash I have ever experienced. Welcome to my life. I don't know. For the people, 2 weeks ago, I was doing a live stream and suddenly the stream freezes. I could reboot the computer and just get back into the stream. Anyways, so I asked for this printer, and after a few days, I thought, well, maybe I can look for myself and check which one I can also use. And so I always make the same mistake. Why is that? Why do I do that? I need to go to the X. They have an X series printer and an I series printer. I need to have the X because I have ordered the X Plus Intelligent 3D printer. So, shipped from out of the EU, 651 euros. There is also coming some shipping fees with it. I hope they will send it out of a EU warehouse and not, ships from EU. Yeah. Okay, cool. Because I don't want to pay import tax on this machine for this price. Because, oh my gosh, more bank breaking money. So this machine is, I think, very suitable for the thing that I want to do or the things that I want to do. And also exposing the company a little bit more. I think this machine is very rigid. Non-fam, what do you think about this printer? You are more into the 3D printing than I am. Or maybe you have heard about it. I don't know. Or in school, when you are talking about nylon or nylon carbon fiber filaments, which kind of printer are they talking about? Prusa or Ultimaker or maybe Race 3D? And talking about belt printers, I need to switch back here on this. Belt printer. Yes, there is something called a belt printer. Long time I really want to have the CR30. The CR30 I have backed on the Kickstarter campaign. Somebody advised me to pull away from it because this person could arrange something so that I get from another company. I am not going to name any names. Factory. Um, that they will send me a belt printer free of charge to use for review, make some advertisement for them, and then using it for myself projects. I still have the project in my head. It still is a dream, but I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do that. So the CR30 out of the picture. For that money, I bought two other printers, uh, the Delta and also the Ender 6. Both printers also gave me a lot of extra views on YouTube and many videos. So I don't really regret that. Oh my gosh, I don't really regret that choice. But the CR30, it would have been a great printer. But then, if I want to print some things, they are long. And I don't want to say I print some private parts, but if you have a belt printer, there are some things that you really can print, like swords, or like shelves, or like beams. Maybe stands for a microphone or something else that I really can use, something very practical. Yeah, or if you are doing some cosplay, then you can print swords or staffs. Staffs? Is it called staff? Very long Harry Potter wand. Something like that. So, yeah, there is a, we have the Voron, we have the Red Rig, something like that, CTC asked last year about I hope I say it correct, the Tic Tac AU3. It's a belt printer. Jerry from 3D Paint and Print and Paint. He already built it. I also was in conversation of this belt printer. It's more cubical kind of 3D printer, not a delta kind of 3D printer, not a pyramid shape or triangle. I think it's going to be a fun project. I have several parts here in a box. None of those brands. It's someone more about industrial 3D printing. A printer, when we talk about printing nylon, it needs a heated enclosure with temp regulation, not just heat from the bed, but separate heater. Yeah, indeed, totally agree with that. So also this is the other printer where I'm going to talk about in this live stream, the Bamboo Labs X1 printer. The one printer everybody gets, and nobody knows how to get it except for the Kickstarter campaign. That 3D printer, I said, because the chamber temperature was mentioned in their advertisement, and based upon that advertisement, I conclude that the nozzle is heated, the bed is heated, and also the chamber is heated with a temperature of 60 degrees. But I don't know how I don't know how brands are making an heated enclosure, or which kind of ambient temperature it needs to have in the chamber. For my Voron 6, or the Voronized and the 6, if I close the lid, I will get a temperature of around the 40 degrees. I never measured, I never measured the temperature of this enclosed 3D printer, the CR200B, but I if your bed is cranked up to 100 degrees Celsius and your nozzle is 240 degrees, something like that, when you open the chamber or when you open the door, you feel the heat coming. It's you know it's not melting everything, but if you will put a full of PLA filament in there, it will get a little bit soft. So I don't know how QD is going to do that. If I look to this print, I did show it, right? I did show it. Oh my god, my head is a mess. So this printer is 56 centimeters by 45 centimeters by 42 centimeters. So it's a pretty decent format. So the extruder temperature is 300 degrees. Extruder quantity, existing extruder and an additional extruder. Support material, carbon fiber, nylon, PETG, TPU, PC, ABS and PLA. Is this a carbon fiber? I think that they mean nylon with carbon fiber, right? Because I also have PETG with carbon fiber, so... The printer is 30 kilos. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be the heaviest printer. Because the heaviest printer that I currently have in my possession right here behind me, it's the Ender 6. When I got them out of the box, it weighs around the 19.2 kilograms, something like that. 30 kilos. Oh my god. Shall I put it on top of my shelves? How's that? I think the whole house is going to be wobbly. Wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. So yeah, belt printers. Just going back to the belt printers again. You know, why not? So I'm really curious how this project is going to look like. I can print ABS now with ease on that machine, but it is not a Core XY. Why? It's not a Core XY. I know a printer brand recently coming out with a Core XY welded frame, or Core XY 3D printer with a welded frame, and it is the Bamboo Labs. Bamboo Labs.com. Oh my gosh, the wrong Bamboo Labs. Oh. Bamboo Lab X1. Yeah, that's there. There it is. So, and there we have the Bamboo Labs X1 series 3D printer, a fully enclosed 3D printer, a Core XY dual ABL, amazing machine. I like it, I love it. I don't know why, but I feel very attracted to it. It's a massive machine. The frame is welded, so a very stable, robust 3D printer. How you get it? Kickstarter. I know several people, online content creators on YouTube, said that they don't want to do any Kickstarter campaigns anymore. Or not keen on that. I'm always very neutral when it comes to Kickstarter campaigns, because there are some very nice brands trying to start something up. But from something like Bamboo Labs, I don't understand why they are using a Kickstarter campaign 3D printer. Why? I mean, the machine itself looks very well developed. The colors of my laptop is getting more bluish. I don't know why that happens. Focus. Nee, I want to stay awake. Okay, so anyways, the blue is gone again. Nice. Um, Normally enclosed temperature needs to be just about under the glass temperature of the material, like 10 degrees under the... Okay, okay. So, just to get it right, if I would say something like PLA has a glass temperature of, or glass transition temperature of around the 50, 60 degrees, then 40 degrees. And for that reason, PLA is never or doesn't need to be printed in an enclosed environment. Yeah, 3D or CNC. So true. I need to drink something. I think 3 weeks ago, I saw this printer passing by. Somebody, I saw a screen passing by. I see something other interesting. I saw X1. I was like, what's that? It got my attention. And I was like, I can make a video about this. So I start looking it up, because if one person has it, more people have it, and just like with the announcement, just like the announcement from Anycubic about their Cobra series, the M3 resin series. For me, it's no need to make any video, news related video about printers that are going to be released or announced when people are allowed to put their review videos out just on the moment of release. So it's no use. So I thought, I can just make a video about it. What my thoughts about it is, because I don't have the machine here. I can say what I want about this machine. And if I'm going to buy nowadays something, it's based on what I see on the internet, what I can find of information. Would I buy this machine or would I not buy this machine? The QD X Plus, I only saw it on the website, and that is basically how I review the printer before I'm going to buy the printer. Can you imagine? I bought a few months ago a car where I never sat in, which I have never driven before, and I'm going to pay for it for 4 years. That's how internet goes nowadays. So yeah, my closer looks are based upon how I view this printer. I already talked about it in my video last week. I'm not going to spend so much time on this machine, but like I said, I think personally a Kickstarter, I don't know why they did it. There must be a reason for it. I think somebody tagged me with a tweet about that. This machine is going to be shipped in July 2022. The Kickstarter is going to go live 31st of May. So if you are interested in buying this machine, check it out, because the Kickstarter campaign is not activated yet. So subscribe or enter your email if you are interested. But I can tell you, if I would go for one, I would go for the most expensive one. I mean, why not? Because the cheapest one, what do you get for $800 US? Exclude the shipping cost. You get the Bamboo Labs X1 and 250 grams of bamboo PLA filament. That's all. That's all you get. And also you're paying taxes as well. So you have also the 449 US dollars Kickstarter. Oh, sorry. Hold your horses. So you have an early bird price for the X1, 699, so 700 euros, 700 US dollars. The other one, the Kickstarter special, is 800. So then you have the X1 Carbon is 849 US dollars, and the Kickstarter special is for 949 US dollars. But there you get the Bamboo X1 carbon fiber and also a 250 grams of bamboo PLA filament. And then you have also the possibility to purchase the early bird X1 carbon fiber bamboo with the AMS for 999 US dollars. And if you miss that one, the Kickstarter special would be 1,149 US dollars. And then you get the X1 carbon, you get the AMS, you get a PACF filament, 250 grams, a bamboo support filament, I think something like soluble material, something like that, and 2 times 250 grams PLA bamboo filament. I think that sounds great, but the price is very high because the normal marketing price will go for almost $1,500. So yeah, I don't know how it works with companies or brands shipping printers to influencers. I don't see myself as a huge influencer, so I don't know. But I asked them if they are able to send something to me, but I don't get any response. So I'm wondering, how would I be after a few months if companies are going to go to me? Never mind. I'm just ranting. Ranting. Rambling is also depends on of the blend nylon is between the 50 and 100 degrees C. Yeah, I think the QDX Plus, also seeing the weight of the machine, I think this machine has also a very is also very insulated. Yeah, the printing volume 270 times 200 times 200. So I think it's a decent size. So this machine has 2 ways to put filament in there, on there. You can put it on top, so outside of the machine, or on the inside of the machine. I'm just showing without showing. So on top of the machine, so with your normal filaments, and by the X Plus, you have it on the inside. So very nice. Yeah. So a 4.3-inch LCD touchscreen with large interface, also connectable with network. So that is very nice. I think this is self-development slice software, QD Print. Would that be something from Ultimaker, Cura? We will see. So you have here also a piece of leveling paper. So that I think that is is something normal, because if they put leveling paper in it, I don't think it is a regular size of paper. It is a special piece of paper that they use to make sure that if you are going to level your bed, that it is also level as it's supposed to be. Something like that. And a PC board. I'm so excited. Solid glue? Is there also glue stick there? Cool. So this is I think this is a nice printer. I'm very curious how this is going to work. Normally, if I buy a brand new 3D printer, or I'm going to receive a printer, I always do live streams, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I want to do live streams where we can chat, where we can have a nice time, and unboxing, setup, and first prints. I will make a video about it, because I have seen that a lot of those streams aren't watched that much anymore, because nobody wants to see a whole stream, and then I can get a very dedicated video out to show the what's inside of the box, how to set it up, and also take some time to make some quality videos about that. I think it's nice. Currently 7 people watching, 4 likes. Yeah, I put the category from this live stream on entertainment or entertaining. Entertainment. It's standing entertainment. Not how to, because I'm not going to show you anything how you need to do something. I don't know. The trying to learn Tinkercad. So just to modify an STL, not going great. Yeah. Tinkercad is nice. Think about something very complex, make it simple, and then use Tinkercad in the most simplest way to make something pretty crazy and amazing. I'm going to grab something to drink. I will be right back. And so I'm back. It's really nice, just confusing, but it is really hard to modify STL files in Fusion. Yeah, I don't want to say that it is easier in Tinkercad, but you have to think outside of the box. I have used Tinkercad to modify the power supply unit from the cover from the power supply unit of the Prusa MK2, and make it a little bit bigger. Was kind of tricky. And so I also worked on my Prusa Mini. If I'm very honest, the Prusa Mini. Keep your ears closed, yeah? Thank you. The Prusa Mini is not always the greatest printer of them all. I need to be honest. Maybe it's user related, but I don't get the best prints from my Prusa Mini. Because I had some extruder issues. Um, so, little backstory. Story time. I got the Prusa Mini from Lawyer Moses. After the live stream, I printed a lot of things on it without any problem. Without any problem. And then I received a spool of filament from a company. I used it. I took a long duration print. I was at my work or I was at home, I don't know. And suddenly, somewhere in the spool were some very thick pieces of filament. So you have your normal filament diameter, but these were thick blobs in between. They could pass the PTFE tube line from to the extruder and from the extruder into the hot end part. I don't know what happened in the extruder part, but it jammed. And because it was still, pushing some filament out, it get more stuck and get more stuck. And when I unloaded the filament, I had to do a cold pull, but that was not really working because the filament was still, it was kind of annoying. Then I ordered a new part, because I tried to clean the nozzle, try to unclog it, make sure that everything was clean as possible. I tried to start a new print, didn't work. So I tried everything to make sure that everything was nice, that everything was smooth, but the damage was already inside, and you cannot really clean that pretty well. Yeah, I have had one spool that was like that. Mostly fine, but those blobs made it so I couldn't really use it. Yeah, yeah. And the stupid part was those blobs were just in the middle of the spool, so I never could have seen it. And I think it was a very large print, and then suddenly, you hear the print is still running, but nothing is coming out. So I was like, shit, what's this? What can I do about it? Yeah. So I couldn't unclog it because when it was clean, I tried to print some new things with it, but nothing came out. So I decided to buy a new a new heater block, a heat break, and replace it and then see what happens. But I made a video about it. I had, because the screw on the bottom was, I don't know which kind of screw it was normal Phillips head screw. I'm not sure what it was, but I couldn't get the screw out of the heat break or out of the heater block. So I used a little iron saw, and I saw the just in between, so I could get it out. The heater cartridge, and I pulled the heater cartridge out. I skipped that part in the video. When you do something like that and you skip something like that, people are going to ask questions. The questions are about how did you get the screw out? And I was like, you really want to know? So yeah, So I was not the only person. Sometimes I'm clumsy, clumsy, um, and I need to do something, and I think it's my problem. I caused this, so I didn't think that anybody else have this. That thing happened only one time, and then after that, I said to myself, if I do something different than you're supposed to do, I will mention it in the video. Let me be the dumbass, or let me be the stupid guy that doesn't know anything. It's fine with me. There are crazier people on the internet nowadays. So I started printing, and it seems to be fine. And then I received a spool carbon fiber patch G. I used that to print a lot of parts of the forum printer. It still stands there. I mean, the 409 and the 6 is printing more than the 4 0.1. I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. Then then the original forum. Is it an original forum, by the way? That's a great question. If I buy parts for the Voron and build it, is it a Voron or is it not a Voron? Other question I asked the last time as well. What does make a Prusa an original Prusa? If I buy the parts and I'm going to build it in the factory of Prusa, is it then an original Prusa, or I just made it in the factory of Prusa and I call it a Prusa? So after the carbon fiber patchy filaments that I printed, I wanted to print normal prints. I had some extruder problems. I had some bad adhesion. Bad adhesion. I had so many issues. And so, what happens if something like that happens? You try to solve it. If it is taking too long, what are you going to do? If you have a full-time job, you also want to make YouTube videos, you move it on the side and you take something else to play with. Yeah, that's what happens. That's real life. So yeah, the Ender 3 V2. I have it there. Hello. The Bungie printer. Let's say like that because Thomas Sandlander, he had them hanging on the ceiling. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I have Creality and the 3 Pro still, but that one is going to be decommissioned any soon because of the parts that I'm going to need for the TikTok EU3 belt printer. But there's just 1 or 2 videos that are going to spend on that printer, and then it's going to be ripped apart. Something like that. Yeah. I had to do that. So I also have the Easy 3DX1 still sitting there collecting dust. I've got the the JG Maker Artist D. I have used that printer one time to print this Fexum dude. I don't know how is this called? Fexum dude. Button stand. I have also Fexum dude there. There. It's looking nice. So I have printed that on the JG Maker Artist D Pro. It's an IDEX 3D printer. It's an amazing printer, but I cannot agree with that because I get shitty prints out of it. Okay, let's say it like this. If I have a printer for a longer duration of time and you don't see any review about it, it could be that the printer isn't that great, or I still have some issues with it that I want to solve. Anyways, so it's an index printer. I get some prints out of it. But if it is a success story, I don't know. Because I have printed a golden crystal dragon on it. I can tell you, it looks like a dragon, but the last thing, it's not flexible at all. The bad adhesion wasn't the problem, because the bad adhesion, it's very, very, oh yeah, it's degrading already. So the bad adhesion wasn't the problem, because it took me quite a little bit force to get it off the build plate. But if you are looking right here, it's not how it's supposed to look like. And also, when you are looking here, you will see some lines as well. They are not supposed to be there. So what I think happened is because the place where the printer is causing that. Because the printer is standing on just such kind of shelf. But there are just two printers. One is down, that is the Artillery Sidewinder X2 printing a dragon, crystal dragon. And so, because that other print is higher, because of the oscillation, whatever, the wobble effect, it could cause that this print was going to fail in the end. Because the Prusa Mini did provide a crystal dragon. I do need to say, it's a pretty long print. It's a pretty long print. It's just 80% of the print. A crystal dragon. Just like that. Printed on the Prusa Mini in copper filaments from RE1. I think it looks amazing. There are some little things that I think about, like, yeah, it's nice. It's printed. My first crystal dragon number 2 is being printed. This one was printed at 210 degrees Celsius. I don't know. I selected the biofusion filament. But the biofusion filament is standard in Prusa slicer at 220 degrees. I don't know why. So I thought, well, maybe just set it on 210. That should be fine. So this one is printed at that temperature. And the other one, I had 2 or 3 fails. I don't know how much filament I still have on the spool. I hope it's going to be great. But it is amazing. I want to also sell these on Etsy. I want to see how that goes. I want to give the printers a purpose to do, because in general the printers, if I don't do anything, the printers are also don't do anything. Makes sense, right? Yeah, but how to pronounce that word, non-fam? Oscillations? Oscillate? Yeah, the golden crystal dragon looks very bad. It's a sad story. It's a it's basically the same filament. It's from the side brand from everyone. This is the copper filament. The gold filament would also look very nice. It's a big. This is 80%. 80, not 100. When you see them on pictures, they don't look that big, you know. When I wanted to oscillation. Okay, I get it. On the X1, sorry, the Sidewinder X2, I have a bigger build plate. So basically, I can scale the Flexi Dragon up to a bigger size. I went for, I think, 125%. So not 100%, 125%. And 2 days printing. And I was like, yo, we are not going to do that. Because this one was 17 hours printing. So I can imagine that such kind of guy as a Joel buying more printers in order to, you know. Hey, Anna, how are you doing? Good evening. Just jumping in for a minute. So yeah, the X1, the X2 is a great printer. Maybe I'm going to print also bigger crystal dragons. I want to feel the experience. I want to see how Etsy is going to do. Because Joe, I know that there was a little discussion or a thing that Steven the Lightspeed said about these dragons. When you have some more exclusive filaments like rainbow or silk rainbow, I don't know how those are called, but if you have those, he said you can easily sell them for $50 or even $100 per piece. And I'm like, if I sell one for 25 euros, I have one spool of filament back. And I can print maybe 2 or 3 of those dragons with one spool of filament, because I think this one was filament uses, I think 200 grams. Yeah, I can weight this, but I don't have any skill right here. Now a master at Tinkercad. Yeah, you did it. Everybody say to 3D RCC, congratulations, you master. Teach us. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's very cool. So yeah, the crystal dragon. I do need to say, it's every joint you need to loosen up a little bit. Also some stringings. I need to get a hair dryer to get all the last strings away. I don't really want to recommend a firelighter because that is going too quickly. But further, if I can sell these, ship them out, earn a little side money. Hey, maybe maybe I can buy the Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon or a CR30 as well. I don't know. It was actually way easier than doing it in Fusion. Yeah. Cool. Can you imagine that a lot of videos I have made showing people how to use Tinkercad? You were also in the 3D in the 3D printer design thing live streams, right? So let's say it like this. There is a reason why I want to have a carbon fiber 3D printer or a nylon printer that is capable of printing nylon. What would you think I'm going to do with that nylon filament? Just let me know in the chat what I'm going to do with that kind of filament. I'm not going to say that I have a lot of spare parts that I can use to do something. Little reminder, some printers are going to be decommissioned. Or if you are living in the Netherlands, pay attention to Twitter really soon, because I might say during a Twitter tweet today, I'm there. If you want to have one of these printers, come and get it. A spaceship. That would be a... No, I already did a spaceship. We still know that's still not built. Like a real one. I think with 720 times 200 times 200, I need to print quite a lot of parts. Nylon, mechanical parts. Yes, pretty close. I like this Flexi Dragon. It's amazing. Okay. I did mention it already, and I was like, let's see how if people would guess it. So I'm going to try to design my own 3D printer. Another one, a better one, because the other one didn't came out any. I'm going to draw it just on a piece of paper. Hey, Mr. Maker. Nice that you are here. Very nice. Everything is still running smooth. Yeah. Yeah, big plans. But anyways, I'm going to first make some sketches on a piece of paper. Also, I'm going to tweet out what people would like to see in a normal, simple 3D printer to be able to do, something very, very rigid, but simple, so that you can easily make a 3D printer. I want to, do basically the same thing as Bruce did. I don't know. Just some plans, just some ideas. I mean, why not? So maybe I'm going to ask several other people to help me with some, not design ideas, but to get to that idea. Maybe I should supposed to do more Fusion 360. So, Mr. Maker, yeah, big plans. You are very close by. Watch your Twitter any soon of a post of me saying, "Hey, I need to make. Yeah, this is something that I need to tell. There is a printer coming. FreeCAD. I did try to use FreeCAD, but it's hard. I think Fusion 360 seems to be a little bit simpler, but you are the master in FreeCAD. I see a lot of FreeCAD stuff coming by from you, so that must be great. Hey, maybe you should make YouTube videos about how to use FreeCAD, and I'm watching your videos. And if you are camera shy, hey, look at me. I was being bullied. I was shy as yeah, I don't know how you would say it correctly, but I was very shy. I didn't dare to stand on stage. Now thinking about it, that more than 900,000 views I have received with all my videos. You're still learning, but hey, you are mastering it. You know the ways to go. You use the force. Anyways, I will get the QD for the people who didn't see it. I'm going to get this 3D printer, bought with my own money. No money was exchanged to get a better review of this printer. Blah blah blah. I hope it will come in next week, but I need to space up. I can put certainly I need to do some maintenance on several printers to make sure that they are in good condition. I don't know if people are open for upgraded 3D printers. For example, I've got a BQ-BX. After the hard bump into the bed, printing on the minus first layer height, I got a clogged nozzle. I don't get anything out, and when I was working on it, I don't know what happened, but when I switch on the printer now, it stays off. So I think it's toast. But I'm going to, I'm going maybe next weekend. I'm going to check the printer, see what's wrong. Because on the direct drive printers, like with the H2 direct drive extruder, it's pretty difficult. If you get a clogged nozzle, the filament bed is not that easily reached. You need to take everything apart. That is one thing that I really don't like about those setups. You don't have to be in frame to make video. Exactly like that. I mean, what you can do in the most basic form, you take your camera, you record the thing that you want to show, and then no sound with it, and then you there are some sites that do voiceovers. You don't have to talk at all. You just let the voiceover do your talking, and then you put it in a video editor, and you're done. Check the voltage switch on the power supply. I didn't touch that at all. It was running after I worked on the clogged nozzle. It didn't work, but I can check that. So there are some printers that I want to, put on the attic, but I need to make sure that I don't, because I have a lot of printers like the the CTC Prusa i3 clone. The one is that is there. So that printer over there, I don't use at all. During the other live stream, if you now the light is back. That is how simple it goes. That printer, in the last live stream, it did work, but there is a little layer shift, so I don't think I'm going to ever use it again. It's a 12-volt Prusa, not a 24-volt Prusa, so it's weird already. The Ender 3 Pro is going to be used in a belt printer configuration style, so the Tic-Tac EU3. It's something that Jerry Knapp from how is the name pronounced correctly? It's the 3DHP. I think, yeah, 3DHP. He has done one together with Liam, I guess. Very nice printer. It's a belt printer, so their parts going to be used for. I can also use my Ender 3 V2, but that one also needs some little attention because the ABL Touch is installed but doesn't work correctly. Yeah, 3DHP. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so the focus I will keep. Maybe the V2 I'm going to give away. The Easy Treat X1. It's a small kid's 3D printer. It's working fine. I'm thinking about it to give it away as well. I have the Anycubic Mega Zero. That one was given by the 3D Printing Belgium. That one I'm not going to give away. Next weekend I'm going to visit them again, so then I'm going to be able to get this power supply that is needed for that, and then I'm going to check what I can do with it. The G-Tech is a multicolor 3D printer. I want to keep using that because, you know, MMU. I'm going to respond to that. And then I've got this Delta printer, which prints fine, but just for the mechanics, I want to keep the printer. And then I have two CR200Bs. What? Yeah, I've got two CR200Bs. I'm not going to say anything. I was pretty quick in the live stream from Creality. I got a CR200B. I checked it, and it was around the $450 on the Creality website. So I think it's quite expensive for that printer, but anyways. But you know, it's yeah. I can use that printer. It's a decent printer. I can use ABS in it without warping. Yeah, I've got a Prusa Mini. I can maybe give it away. Maybe I can, but it's a given thing, so I'm not going to give it away. Oh yeah, then the Creality CR200B is also a given thing, so then you can also not give it away. Yeah, that's a good point. Any cubic fiber, that one is a great printer. So I don't know. You should combine your 3D printers and make a mega 3D printers. That's the best. What is the best? Which printer is the best, or what thing is the best? You know, the room is still small. What I can also do, I don't have so much printers here, but I get the QD. Uh, shall I say? Oh, that's the best. The Prusa Mini. Is that the best? Anyways, so I will get. I have bought this 3D printer. It will arrive. I hope it will arrive end of next week, because I want to see this printer. I want to finally start something. And then I am going to get a Kaiwu 3D IDEX 3D printer. It's the first printer that the company reached out to me to not this company, not this thing, but do I have Kaiwu here? No, I do not think that. DPD. I might be biased as Bruce. I'm I might be biased as a Prusa owner. Did you see that upside down printer? Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my... Yes, I did see that. It's insane. I was like, okay, I want to make a video about this printer. This company has set down a very amazing, cool concept 3D printer. And I was like, YouTube video? What? Huh? This over the 100K subscribe? Oh, it's not a company. It's somebody who designed it for university. Ooh. Yeah, but there are some. Yeah, I saw that post from Dan TB3D Dan, passing by about this printer. It is looking amazing, and there are some high quality stuff in there. I think Jason from LDO was also tagged in that message, checking if he is able to, make a kit for that. So the prices are going to be high. But I think the machine itself, it's cool. A printer that you can take everywhere. A Brossolate build plate upside down. Don't break the glass. But I also, uh, I know the Core XY, I know the Core XZ, the Core YZ. There are some different Core XY systems, but I never actually saw the HBot system. And that machine is based upon the HBot principle. It's nice. Not a bad slinger, no, bad pusher. I would call it a bad pusher. Hey, don't push your luck, huh? A kit for the printer would be so cool. Yeah, yeah, indeed. And some really just a detailed assembling instructions as the forum. I mean, this forum is pretty awesome. But you are biased as a Prusa owner. You mean biased, and which kind of thing? Because which kind of Prusa do you have? The MK3S? I know that Matt from Akuma Mods, he says Prusa is a good brand. The MK3S is a decent machine. The Prusa Mini, however, it's not always that great. Yeah. Because that machine, that is really a very nice machine. But, you know, who am I to say if it is good or bad? Because I don't have him. I don't have the printer. So I cannot say anything bad about it. Who ever print something like this and played with it the whole time? You know, it's nice. Hold it. It's I don't want to say it's soft, but it's kind of a fidget toy, something like that. But at this moment, a black one is being printed at 100%. This is just 80% here. This is 80%. Another one is being printed on the Prusa Mini. I also wanted to print it one in gold on the Artist D Pro from JG Maker in gold, but that one didn't succeed. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe because of the bed, or the printer is standing on top of the shelf, and the other printer under it is being printed as printing as, oh my god, is also printing, and you know, giving more vibrations, oscillation. But that shouldn't be any problem, according to Thomas. Whee. Yeah, I didn't read anything about support material, but you can definitely see here that not everything was, you know, perfect. So this is my dragon with the imperfections of life. He had a really rough time, yeah? Ew. Oh, what's the print time on those dragons? This one was 17 hours. And the other one, just a moment. So the 100% scale, so the original format, it's now at 49%. Yeah. And it's more than 13 hours print. So 1 day and 8 hours, as far as I could remember from the slicing. And now on the Prusa Mini, there's another same one being printed. And it is on 43%. And if I say it still has around the 10 hours to go, how long is it printing already? Yeah, 7 hours. You don't need to guess anymore. This is really fun. Yeah, can you imagine? I wanted to print the one on the so I wanted I'm stupid or what? Uh, I have so many cameras here. Why don't I just use it? For crying out loud. Video capture device. Logitech. C920. So I think something like that. And then I can take the camera. I hope I have some spare room here. So that works better, huh? That's what I thought. So that is now being printed at 100%. I was thinking about it. You know, the printer is bigger. Why am I not going to do any bigger, you know? So I was like 125%, sliced it, and then I saw 2 hours, 2 days, several hours, and I was like, let's not do that. Maybe in the future, but not now. Printer. Oh wait, I print also something today. Spacers. You watch Ivan Miranda as well. That dude is amazing. It's always fun to watch his videos. Don't switch to PH by accident. PH? What's PH? So let me know what you mean with PH. Don't ask. Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh. Ding, 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 ding. Every guy should know what sound that was. And if you don't, emotional damage. Okay. Anyways, I'm getting crazy here. It's Friday. It's getting later, and I'm very happy. So hey, uh, with everything you have printed, you must have printed OpenRCF1, right? No, I didn't. One of my first projects and rebuilding it now. Really fun. No, I don't do RC card things because I wanted to print parts for the robot. I have almost everything 3D printed. I can use nylon or ABS parts in that as well because when I just started with 3D printing, I was like, why should I use ABS if I can also print it with, PLA? But little did I know. So there isn't a move coming, but the problem is the electronics, the servo motors, the motors, the wires, the circuit board, those are expensive as my gosh. So yeah, I can do RC cars, printing something or for drones, printing the base out of nylon, carbon fiber. That would be insane. Right? You have you you have it working with remote. What do you mean? Sounds like a fun project. How expensive is it? Oh, InMove. The robot is human life size. Um, if you watch one of my earlier videos, you see how I assemble all the puzzle pieces, gluing the parts together, where I could do that. But you know, a robot without the electronics, without the motors, without the wires, it's just a puppet. That's all there is. But it's human life size. It's just as big as me, and um, till so far I spent around the 12 till maybe 14 spools of PLA filament in white, gray, and black. Pretty awesome, pretty fun. So every spool, say 20 euros. You can count how much money I spent in that already. Um, then the electronics, everything would come around the 1500, say 200 euros, 2000 euros for a full built InMove robot. So yeah, it's a fun one. It's something I really want to continue with, but I think since I have some other printers in the meantime, I'm going to redo it. But something with peak filament, that would also be nice, you know. I've got also some drawings of robotic arms. Got servo motors, I got wires, I got several controller boards as well, so I have enough parts to make a robot arm, maybe, or making some 3D printers. So yeah, for that idea, that's why I thought, you know, I can do that. I have several stepper motors. I've got a lot of cables. So, and by the way, I will also get this 3D printer within a few, I think 2 weeks, something like that. Kaiwu 3D has asked me to promote this, and I think it's a decent printer. So I'm looking forward. Servo. For the InMove robot, you will need servo motors. There are some people, since you are in 3D printing, there are some people also use several stepper motors, but the problem is the servo motor can be high torque, but not as you would need to move arms of a robot, or, you know, twisting in head, something like that. Hey, make a Viking! Cool, nice to see you. Howdy, man. Long time no see. Cool. Yeah, so several plans, several ideas. I'm not sure how if I'm maybe I'm going to give some printers away because I really need to make some space here. But then I can also use those printers, you know. So several things that I need to do in the coming days, coming weeks. We will see, right? And I'm also running the gaming YouTube channel, Easy Zach. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. it will help because currently I'm at 13 subscribers, and I try before the end of this year, or even sooner in October. If I would get 100 subscribers in October or before October, that would be nice. But I don't know how manageable it is. Oh, you're going to sleep? Well, sleep, sleep well, and I will see. I will see you on the Twitter side. So my CPU at this moment is at 62.7%, 43, 45 frames per second. Still 0 dropped frames. That's great. But I have here an encoder overloaded. Bang. Consider turning down the video settings or using faster encoding preset. This is chosen by OBS itself. You're a Twitter addict? Oh. Then we can shake hands. You need to get better in Minecraft. But then I'm not a noob. You know, it's the whole Minecraft thing is just for the fun. It's also one game that is really booming on YouTube. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. The game is fun, it's booming, so why not? Yeah, so make a Viking. Cool to see you. How's your verkeer going? I hope I pronounced correctly. I need to check something. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Okay, YouTube, are you going to work? Let's see. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum. Dee-wee-dee-wee-dee-bee-bee. I was scrolling over it. Oh my gosh. At this moment, EasyZack has 13 subscribers. I'll post a link right over here. Something like that. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Dee-bee-dee-bee-dee-bee. Yeah, so if you didn't notice, I am not really streaming on Twitch for a reason. The reason is I don't really like it. That's the short version. The longer version, yeah, I no, I've streamed a lot of times on Twitch where I don't have the feeling, the experience, the excitement that I have when I'm streaming on YouTube. I mean, am I a YouTuber or a streamer, or am I a weirdo? No, I'm a weirdo. That's for sure. But the thing is that for the times that I was on Twitch, some things were nice, were fun, but you need to have a schedule in order to draw people into your stream. In the beginning, I was like, oh, you can set a schedule. So I'll put the schedule for, what was it, Sunday evening, Wednesday and Thursday, something like that. And then my brother-in-law, oh, it's the ender. It's the four and nice and the six. And I was like, okay, my brother-in-law, he said, yo, we were waiting on the stream, but you didn't come. And I was like, what? I mean, I have a schedule. Yeah, and according to the schedule, we get the notification that you are going to go live. Oh, I was not aware of that. But then I noticed that sometimes people on Twitter just like keeps. She's one of streaming friends that yeah, you know, I know from Twitter. I know that she has a Twitch channel, and sometimes she writes, "Today I'm not going to stream." And then I'm like, "You don't need to say that you're not going to stream. If you are not going to stream, then you're not going to stream." But of course, if you have a schedule, and people are following this person on Twitter as well, they will see, "Oh, today she's not going to stream, so I don't need to, you know, wait for her to go stream." So then I took the stream schedule out, and then I was streaming, and sometimes one or two people are watching. Yeah, or you need to be lucky enough that people are going to rate your channel, but that happens several times. But you know, it's I cannot wait on that. And sometimes people in the United States have late earlier times than me. So yeah, I really want to be with loyal Moses live streams, but I not always make it in time. It's then 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning my time. It's way too late for me. Feria is going forward. Where's my mouse? Oh, there. Is going forward, but the remaining parts from LDO. But I need to. I think I need to order some pulleys, etc. too. The ones weren't as good as I wanted, so we'll get them from LDO instead. LDO is a great company when it comes to such kind of things. When you look on the website, you mostly see Stephen Motors, but if I see you mentioning other things, which kind of site you are checking then? Here, it's 3 minutes past 12, and my 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 buddy says go to sleep, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to sleep. Hmm. LDO is fantastic, great products, and Jason is an awesome supporter of the community. Yeah, and I also think, you know, having people as Jason, for example, you know, helping other people out, people are going to talk very positive about the person, about the brand, about the products, and so it will sell even more. If you want to have a stepper motor, you will most likely think about the LDO stepper motors because they are amazing. 3DRCC, it's getting late. See you next stream, Zachary. Yeah, sure. I will see you next in the next live stream. I don't know. Maybe next week. I don't know what I'm going to do. I also need to spend some time with my wife, or else I have some more time. So, um, yeah. So currently on the Voron Ender 6 or Fornice Ender 6, currently I'm printing a tabletop game dice cube. It's a sci-fi dice cube from a company currently on Kickstarter as well, or they're using Kickstarter to sell the product. So I had this. I sliced it in Cura, and this is not how it's supposed to look like. I thought this was a moon base. So this is not looking great at all, to be honest. So I was like, okay, just change the slicer profile and let's do it again. Since it is in the trash bin, you know what happened. It it came out like this. I don't know what happened, but no infill, or maybe infill, but I don't know. I really don't know what happened. So I think my Creality and the 6 files are not as they supposed to be on Cura. So I tried Prusa Slicer. It's still printing. It's the bottom part of the dice tower. And later on, I'm going to print the tower that is going to be set up on the base plate. And then you have a sci-fi dice cube. But the video, I'm going to show the full thing. Maybe I'm going to print a really large one. I don't know. Because I don't have that much filament. I've got a lot of extruder biofusion filaments for all the crystal dragons. Yeah, so that was really ouch. The first one was definitely under extrusion, but I think it has to do with the extrusion settings within the Incura. So yeah, 4 people watching, cool. So I feel that I'm getting tired. So you notice the frequency of talking is getting less. So yeah, like mentioned, I want to be within Loyal's live streams, but now currently everything moves slower for me. So I don't know what happened with me. Am I a little softy now? I don't know. So yeah, today I live streamed from my old MacBook Pro. The stream helped up pretty well because on the YouTube side is warning, please check your video resolution. Currently resolution is 1728 times 1080, which is not optimal, it says. Okay, fine. The stream status is good. Only stream health is stream. Yeah, there is a little warning. Oh, it keeps going. 11:20, 11:51. Okay. And yeah, here on the OBS side, encoder overloaded. Consider tuning down the video settings or using a faster encoding preset. Streaming at CPU 67.5% and 48 frames per second. But that is something you maybe even don't want to know. Anyways, so next week the X Plus from QD 3D is going to come, I hope. And also the Kaiwu 3D IDEX 3D printer. So 2 new printers are going to come. I don't want to do any sponsoring of a Kickstarter because I already did. Still waiting on the Jade Labo X J1 3D printer. So I'm very curious how that is going to look like. Anyways, I'm going to end this live stream. Normally you can rate a live stream if you are on Twitch. Here on YouTube that seems also be possible. It will be called pushing instead of rating, but there are so many things that you need to do. Itching in the air is not one of them. So everybody, thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other next time. Peace. Bye-bye. And broadcast.